Today is Tuesday, back here in the tournament area here at King's Casino, Rozvadov, Czech Republic. So the original plan when I came here was to play the 1,000 euro event, 1,100 euro event, and I did just that. I played the 1,100 euro event. You can probably surmise how that went if I'm reporting to you after the fact. I mean, it started off well, it started off pretty well. I may or may not have gotten ace-king all in against kings and won. The middle stages, they went so-so. In the second level, there was a pretty interesting hand. The blinds are 6,000, 12,000, and there is a 12,000 ante on the button. The cutoff opens for 26K, the button calls, and I have ace-queen in the small blind. I 3-bet it to 87K. Could probably go a little bit bigger there. Probably closer to 4X might be more ideal, but tournament size is obviously a little bit smaller, so 87K, initial raiser folds, and the player on the button makes the call. Heads up to a flop of 9-3 deuce with 2 hearts. I think you could check it or bet it there. I decided on a check, and the player on the button checks back. Turn is an offsuit ace. Time to go for some value here, so I bet 90,000. Player on the button calls. River's an offsuit jack. Not really my favorite card, but I think I can maybe still get some value from some aces. Seems like there's probably more hands that I can get value from. More hands than I'm losing to, at least. So with that in mind, I decided to bet 175,000. The button snap raises to like 650,000. Feels like ace jack is the most likely hand here. Maybe occasionally pocket jacks, and then maybe occasionally turning some sort of a draw into a bluff. Pretty interesting situation here. Let me know what you guys think. Call here, fold here. The way that he just grabbed a bunch of chips and tossed them out there, 600,000, 650,000. That doesn't sit with me too well, but then again, how many value hands can you have here? So, I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. Call or fold in that spot. I will report the results of that hand a little bit later on. And then things came to an end. The bust out hand, me opening pocket jacks from under the gun. We got 4 callers, so a 5-way flop of 10-4-3 with a flush draw. It checks to me, and I bet a little over half pot. And it folds all the way around to the big blind, who just rips it in there. Jams the stack in there, barely covers me. Kind of concerning. Think about it for a while. I wouldn't think that he would have all of the 2-pair combinations here. He is in the big blind, so he's getting a pretty good price to call with a variety of hands here. Could have 4-3 suited. I wouldn't think he would have 10-4 or 10-3. I think he might fold those, but who knows, maybe not. Maybe he would call with those if they're suited. Of course, he could have all the sets, but there's so many draws out there that I feel like my hand should do okay versus his jamming range there. That's my thought process anyway, and man, there's been some action. There's been some action on our table, and it's tough to let an overpair go in a tournament. Those blinds going up on the clock. Who wants to fold an overpair? So it's a little sketchy. I don't really love it, but I ended up calling it off after thinking for quite a while, and he shows us the 10-3 off suit. So I guess if I had known that he was calling that wide pre-flop, maybe I should let it go if he can in fact have all the 2-pair combinations. I don't know. We have equity against pretty much any hand, so that's the good news. The bad news is turn is a 10, river's an ace. Can't improve, can't get there versus the flop 2-pair. The good news when you're at one of these festivals is that there's always another tournament either that night or the next day. As soon as you bust out of one, there's another one to hop into. And sure enough, shortly after busting out of that 1K event, there's a 2.7K event just the day after that. So as long as you can shrug off that tournament tilt, get out of the mindset of playing for a day and a half and busting with nothing to show for it, as long as you can get out of that rut fairly quickly, you can hop right back into another tournament. So that's what I did yesterday. I jumped into this 2.7K event. Things went well off the bat. Picked up pocket aces like 3 times, pocket kings a couple times, and built the stack up pretty nicely. Slowed down towards the end of day 2, took a stack of 1.8 million into day 2. That was good for somewhere in the neighborhood of 30 big blinds. So here we are. Today is day 2 of the 2.7K event. Right back at it. We're getting right back in there. It's tournament time here on the vlog. break of the day. Blinds going to 60,000, 120,000. 80 people left from 406. Just got a double up with pocket 10s versus pocket 8s in the small blind. Up to about 4.5 million in chips now. Just heading to the second break of the day. Lost a pretty tough hand with ace king where I 3-bet from the small blind versus button open. He calls with 6-4 offsuit and makes himself 2-pair. Shortly after that, find pocket kings under the gun, middle position 3-bets, get it in versus ace queen offsuit and hold up to double up to 7.3 million now. About 54, 53 players left right now. 40 make the money, so 13 players to go before we're in the money. Just when I was thinking about never playing another tournament in my life, we did it. We made the money. Me and this guy.
We are the short ones.
Look at all these chips. Look at all these chips. It's a sad sight, but we did it. We're in the money. That's what a min cash looks like, folks. Ladies and gentlemen, there it is. 5,300 euros, approximately 6,500 and I think 30 something US dollars. Can't really complain. Definitely had a couple spots where I need to head into the lab and review some hands. My tournament game needs work, let's put it that way. There's also these, these situations, these ICM situations, these things that occur in tournaments that don't happen in cash games. Maybe you guys have heard of this stuff, this ICM stuff, but lots of situations where I'm not exactly sure if I should play aggressively or conservatively, squeak into the money or push it, whether it's like 2 or 3 spots off the money. Can't really complain. We got ourselves the first cash of 2018 and small rung up the ladder on our way to 100K on the Hended Mob. My first international cash, and on your Hended Mob page you get a little flag for each country that you cash in. So we now will have a Czech Republic flag on our Hended Mob profile. Life is good. Life is good here in Rozvadov. So that's pretty much going to do it here from the Party Poker Live Millions Germany Festival. Shout out to Party Poker for putting on this festival. Really good time and worked out pretty well. We won in the cash game. We cashed in this tournament. We bricked the 1K, but we cashed in this tournament. Got to check out a really cool venue here. So thanks to Party Poker for putting this one on. I'm going to put a link to their schedule of upcoming events, which you guys should check out and let me know which one is close to you, because sort of have an idea. What about making a stop at some of these festival destinations and attaching a meetup game to them? Just brainstorming here, just thinking out loud. Let me know what you guys think. All right, signing out from Tournament Land here on the vlog. So remember how I said I wanted to play poker on 5 continents this year? North America was first, Europe was second,